Happy iPhone 16 day, everybody. Today we have the iPhone 16 Pro 256GB in the natural titanium. I am quite excited because this is going to be the first time that I'm using a Pro model iPhone. I've always stuck with the normal iPhones like the iPhone 12 to the iPhone 14, but now there are some pretty exciting features in the iPhone 16 Pro. Also, I managed to get a pretty good AT&T deal where I'm pretty much paying like $2 a month for this phone. So let's take a look at what the future looks like, shall we? And there is our iPhone 16 Pro. Wow, it looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna set this off to the side for now. At the bottom, we get our USB-C to USB-C cable. Actually, since I've been using the iPhone 14, this will officially be my first ever USB-C iPhone, so I'm very excited about that. It now means that I can use the same cable to charge my iPhone as I do with like my iPad or even my MacBook. And I always love these braided cables that come with Apple devices. They just feel so good. At the very bottom, we get some paperwork, and it's pill-shaped, which is interesting. Am I stupid? I don't even think this opens. Oh, it's just a singular paper talking about the eSIM. You no longer need a physical SIM card. Activate your eSIM during iPhone setup. So that's pretty much all the paperwork we get with this phone. Anywho, let's actually get to the phone itself. The natural titanium reminds me a lot of the classic MacBooks, like the older MacBook Pros or MacBook Airs. So that is a really interesting looking color. We have our triple camera setup here on the back. There's the LiDAR sensor, which I'll be using for the first time ever, and of course our flash. The camera bump looks kind of interesting this year. It almost looks like a transparent plastic or glass. I don't know, it's kind of an interesting type of look to it. Then on the front of the device, we have this paper showing what all the different buttons are here. We have the somewhat newer function button here along with our volume switches. We have the lock button, and now brand new with the iPhone 16 models, we have the camera button. And it's supposed to be like touch sensitive, which I think should be interesting to use with the camera app. And once again, since I'm coming from an iPhone 14, this is my first time that I'll be using the function button, so I'm excited to try that out. And of course on the bottom we have our USB-C port. Alright, I think this is actually supposed to be like the biggest screen on an iPhone. So how about let's turn this on and actually check out what the screen looks like. There's our Apple logo. So here's what the iPhone 16 Pro looks like powered on. This is also the first time I get to see the dynamic island in action, so I'm excited about that. Wow, I also get to see the 120Hz ProMotion display in action, so this is fun. It is super duper smooth and I love that. Yeah, the screen actually, it's kind of crazy, especially like on the keyboard here. It's crazy how far the keyboard stretches to the edges of the device. Activating the iPhone. Wowee. I was a bit bummed that they didn't have blue for this year, but I will say this natural titanium actually looks really nice. It's really growing on me. So let's check out the camera button here. If we press it down, it opens up the camera app. Now, if you lightly tap it without actually pressing the button down, you get this tiny little UI element here where you can make different adjustments. If you lightly double tap it, you can go into different, I guess, menus or options for the cameras, whatever you want to control. So we can go into depth here and actually adjust the f-stop. Double tap again, we bring up that menu. You can zoom in, zoom out just by gliding your finger on top of the button. So far, it seems like a pretty interesting little feature. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how often I would probably use this. If anything, I just like the dedicated button to get to the camera app and quickly snap some pictures or videos. So that's a pretty interesting button addition for the iPhones. So here's a comparison between the iPhone 14 and iPhone 16 Pro displays. You can really see how with the iPhone 16 Pro, the display really goes all the way to the edge of the device. It actually looks kind of crazy. Also, the 120Hz ProMotion display is a really huge difference between the Pro model iPhones and the regular model iPhones. But wait guys, there's more because we also have here the iPhone 16 Pro silicone case. This is the official Apple one because I'm not sure if third-party cases are able to support the camera button on the iPhone 16s yet. With the official cases from Apple, these ones you are guaranteed to be able to use the camera button even in the case. Alright, I think this color should go pretty well with our natural titanium here. It's kind of like a neutral gray looking case, which is somewhat similar to the natural color on the iPhone 16 Pro. So we just pop this guy on there. We get our notification on the screen that our MagSafe case is on. So we have the silicone case going all around, even on top of the buttons. You also have the camera button here actually on the case. So I think if we press this down, it opens the camera app. So even with the case on, we are still able to use the camera button and get all of our camera controls here. But overall, I like the look of this case. I think it matches the natural titanium really well. Anyway guys, that was my unboxing and very quick first look at the iPhone 16 Pro. Let me know what other videos you guys would want to see about the iPhone 16 Pro. If you want to see another one of my iPhone videos, make sure you check them out below. For now, thank you so much for watching. My name is Chase and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.